Hello guys and welcome to my crazy world. So we are building a sideboard cabinet that is due to go underneath the shelves in my living room, and what better day to do it when you have a migraine. I couldn't rest, I needed to do something, and I was just like, let's just build it, it needs to be done. It's been sitting here a week and I decided to do it. I'm not even kidding you, these instructions, like, they very well padded this out, and I mean padded it out. Like literally every board had a like protector layer on it. As you can see, it probably takes me a little while to get past these instructions bit, because what they were saying was I needed a bit, and the problem was we didn't have the bit that looked like what it said on the actual instructions. So I was actually like going back and forth going, is this right, is this not right, which one is right? So yeah, so like, I'm just literally like, what the hell, I don't know. And then trying to find which board is which was a pain in the ass as well. Despite they were numbered, it was hard to find the numbers, like literally. And like, look at my face, it's like, what, like really? And like, I couldn't figure out which way he went as well. Like, it was really weird the way they done it. So I was like, okay, I'll figure it out like as we go along. And yeah, but again, really enjoyed doing this. This is like something that I love doing. I love building flat packs. I will happily just sit there for hours on end building flat packs. And if showing you, I will show you, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure I have generally built nearly everything in my house. I've never got anyone else to build it for me. I have built it. Or it's like pre-owned that's already been built, depending. Always the way, isn't it? So yeah, as you can see, I'm like, here's that bit, guys. I was literally like, so which one is which? I don't know. You're telling me 2 holes and it's only got 1 and a screw. Like, I don't know. But yeah, this is just where it gets really frustrating. Like, I'll be honest. And we're only at the start of the build. Like, literally, like, how can you get so frustrated with a part? But in the end, I was like, you know what? We'll go with it. If it's wrong later on, it's wrong later on. And obviously I did have both Salem and Loki around me. So as you can see, Loki was enjoying the bits behind me. And he was like, I'm just going to go in the box, out the box, underneath the box, you name it. Salem was actually doing exactly the same, but he was eating the styrofoam. So obviously I had to stop him from eating the styrofoam. So yeah, just only Salem would eat styrofoam, literally. It was actually quite funny at one point. And like just trying to keep an eye on them. And obviously you'll see that I'm looking up. I am actually watching something in the background as well. I don't know if anyone knows of it. Recess, let me know in the comments if you know about Recess on Disney Plus. I freaking loved that when I was growing up, and I was like, do you know what, why not watch it now while I am building something? Why not, right? Just keep me preoccupied half the time, you know. So yeah, I was just like, okay, we'll just go with it. And to be honest, I think I spent more on this part than I did on any other part of it, and I was just like, okay. And then I had to obviously put them aside, then put another 2 panel outs, and then like Shane was like, oh, space, and then he'll get involved, and I was just like, ugh, trying to keep an eye on him. But you'll probably notice like that little thin layer next to me, that was wrapped around every single piece. It was proper protected. This touche to the range. I'll be honest, I had my doubts about this, but oh my god, literally, I recommend them. They pad everything. Like, you know where IKEA just put them in the box? No, they don't. They literally pad every corner bit, side bit. Every panel goes under a cover. It was very well protected. And like literally there was glass shelves in this as well. So obviously they had to take care in that as well. So I was like, you know what? 10 out of 10 for freaking packaging, like seriously. And like there was a hole in the box. I was really worried, and luckily everything was actually pristine condition, so you know what I mean, but we'll go with it. So yeah, I have literally just taken up the whole space of my living room, and I was trying to do this before Adam came round as well. So like, bearing in mind I'd started 2 hours previously, I had only done it like 10 minutes before he came. So literally 10 minutes, I had 10 minutes to empty the side, put it where it needed to be, and then change everything. So I was like, you know what, we'll deal with it, you know, I'll deal with it, is what it is. Like, here goes the mat, like getting everything where it needs to go. And the only qualm as well, so that you'll see that I put little circle bits in and then obviously tighten them up. The only qualm with them, I'll be personally like particularly honest, they kept falling out. Even though despite I tied them as much as they go, they still fell out sometimes. So I was like, that's really weird. But I managed to sort it out. I think there was one still loose, but it's not too bad. Like, it's not holding anything major, if that makes sense, because it is very well, as you can see, there are bolts like literally everywhere and anywhere. So I was like, okay, this is actually going to work out really well. So As you can see, so they're those little squares. They kept falling out at one point, so I was just like, for God's sake, let's retighten everything back up. It's fine. I'll sort it out, you know, as you do. But you could see how well they actually done it. Like, these screws, I'm not even kidding you, were the best. Like, I've never have put in so many screws just for like one shelf. Like, literally, I was like, okay, I can deal with this. This is good. Like, okay, we'll work around it. So yeah, so I was like, okay, we'll sort it out. It's fine. We'll do it. You know, we'll do it like we always do. Here I was like, I need space now. Like, I was trying to make space, but Salem and Loki were like playing with the box, and I was like, I need space. I need more space. So yeah, and like, again, like I said, it was so well bolted. There's nothing I can really say apart from it was well bolted. It was very well bolted. Actually, at one point it looked really flimsy, but as soon as you started connecting everything, it just started to look very solid. So I was actually like really, really impressed with it in the end. Look, see, look, there goes Salem in the box, out the box, in through the cupboards. Oh, she just crazy that cat, like literally. And like, I was like, I'm gonna lay it down because obviously I don't want it like collapsing on me. And like, and then I was like, I'd use the top, then I'll put it down the bottom. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, literally, I was so tired after doing this. I was just like, oh my God, like, this is absolutely crazy. And I was like, at one point, I was like, oh my God, have I done this right? Because it's obviously there. But there's actually a side piece that goes around it, which you won't actually see. Bless, I'm so sorry, because when I was doing it, it literally, like, my phone died. Just like, literally, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. My phone died, okay? It happens, people. Here we go. Here it is, stood up now. Like, here I was just like, this is going to be the hard part. Literally, this is where it like looked really flimsy, but like when you started tightening the bolts and stuff, it did like literally like make it more solid, like literally. And when you put the front panels on, it just did it well. This took me, like I said, 2.5 hours to build. Bearing in mind, I'm doing it on my own as well. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Like, and I was just like, I'm doing this with a headache as well. So to be honest, 2.5 hours isn't that bad if you want my honest opinion. But like I said, this actually just chilled me out quite a lot. This is why I like doing this sort of stuff, because it's just one of those things where I have time to do it and stuff. Here I was a bit worried, like one was smushed, like the plastic bit, but when I started tightening it, obviously just giving it a good whack, you know, it actually did really, really well. Like, it was just like, it just all of a sudden, just kind of just like, I was like, cool, there you go, there goes the gap, that's fine. So yeah, and I was like, right, I'm gonna lay this down for a minute, because obviously, you know what I mean. Loki's stealing the show in the back there, as you can see, like, as he does, he likes to do that. Look, Salem in and out of, they were literally in and out of this like nothing. Like, they just crack me up, these cats. So okay, here you go, here's the front panel where it makes it a lot more solid. And it was a pain in the butt because it was like in three pieces, and I was just like, not enough room in this house. And I was like, I'll figure it out. Like, and obviously I was trying not to break it either. Like, I was like, I don't really want to break it. Look, I've got freaking, look, polystyrene in my hair. Polystyrene, you know what I mean. It's in my hair anyway, so I apologise. And I was just like, okay, so this goes like this, how? And I was like, oh my God, I've got to screw more screws in. I've just never seen so many screws. Like I said, like, I have never seen so many screws. But again, I loved it. I love it. It enjoys it. It's making my house that much more complete. You know, it's another thing marked off. I can't really complain. So yeah, and slowly, I know it's white. I get that it's white, but we actually like the colour because it's white and grey. And then obviously with LED lights, you can't really complain on it, if that makes sense. So yeah, there is LED lights on here as well. So yeah. I do love building. Like I said, look, here comes Salem. Salem kept taking all my bolts, so obviously I had to keep an eye on him all the time. So you'll see me every now and then squat him away, because he's like literally trying to nick on my bolts. That's why I had to keep putting them all away, because he, look, see what I mean? Look, he comes in and I was just like, go away. So yeah, so here you go, there it goes in. I was just like, oh my God, look. And then I forgot, like, I had to put like all those circle bits in as well. So I was like, another thing I need to do. Like, literally, it was just like non-stop, like literally, I'll be honest. Yeah, and then I was like, my mate wanted to call me, so I was actually on a call as well. So yeah, sorry about that. I do that, I multitask. But yeah, I did love doing this. This is just like so simple, and I was just like, you know what, it's actually taking shape really, really well. I like, you know, when you build something and you're like, oh my god, is this gonna fit in the space? That's all I kept thinking the whole entire time, was like, is it actually gonna fit in this space now? It looks so big. And I'm not even kidding you, I've probably got like a centimetre, not even that, like probably like an inch, not even that, probably like millimetres like space at the bottom. So I was like, okay, we'll do with this, you know. But yeah, did love, like I said, I did love enjoy building this. And this is where all like, once this was all tightened up and everything, then I just started then putting the shelves in. That's the bit where it was like, it just made it so much more better. Like I was like, oh, that's cool. Like the look, see how many bolts, like, see what I mean by like bolts? I was just like, how many bolts? And I was actually talking to the phone, but to be honest, I didn't like it. So I was just like, okay, we're just going to get rid of it. Like, I'll be honest, I'll just mute it to do it that way, if that makes sense. But then Salem always just has to say hello. Like, that's the funny thing. And it was, like I said, not a lot of space, so I'm just like working around everything. And I couldn't figure out what that big bolt thing was. I actually had to go under to like make it more sturdy, which is actually quite clever to do. So yeah, so like I said, these were on the wrong way round. I just had to sort of like flick them all around. When it came to glass shelves, I had to flick them all around because they were facing the wrong way. So I was like, okay, so I know I need to. I peeled one of these things. I was like, no, I need to re-put it back on because it will protect the glass, so it won't scratch it. So you've got like these like little scratches, but to be honest, you won't see it once it all. You don't really see it, which is good. And these were actually quite amazing because you like have like little plastic bolts and you just tie them up. Don't tie them up too much, but you just got a little bit, if that makes sense. So yeah. But yeah, absolutely love doing this, like I said. I apologise, the film will stop soon. My phone decided to die. I didn't notice because obviously I'm not looking at the phone. I literally just have it on while I'm doing it. So I was just like, you know what, it will just end. And I apologise, but you will see the finished product. I promise you, you guys will see the finished product right near the end. So make sure you stick to the end of the video, guys, to see the end product. Even lit up as well, I promise you, even lit up. So yeah, guys. So yeah, and there's Loki. He always has to sniff. Love him. I love it when he sniffs. He has to sniff. He can't help himself. He literally just can't help himself. So like, as you can see, all the lights are in now. So I was like, okay, this is good. And obviously, I'm talking to my friend at this point. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So here, I think this is where it ends. So I will leave it here for a minute because I will be back momentarily. I promise you. So yeah, keep watching, guys. Hey guys, so you probably noticed that the video had just ended. I apologise, my phone had died and I hadn't noticed until I'd finished building, which I was really gutted. So this is the next day and I have to say to you, the cabinet came out really well. It even went in the correct place. Like literally I was so worried about it. So I'm going to show you now. It all lit up everything. So here you go, guys. Here is the cabinet. All LED lights. So you've got LED lights both sides. Obviously you've got the cupboard here. Obviously it opens up. Obviously I'll just put random bits in it for now. Obviously this isn't final, this bit. This is just stuff we are actually selling at the moment. Obviously puzzles that I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was really worried it wouldn't fit in this corner. And it fit in there perfectly. And I mean perfectly. So guys, I hope you like what you've seen. I am impressed. It took me over 2.5 hours to build. It was so, like, the instructions were saying one thing, but you actually had to do the other. It was very weird. So, yeah. But anyway, we got there. My cabinet is. Adam absolutely loves it as well. So, yeah. That's now another thing complete in this room. Next thing is the sofa. And then we're going to paint this wall as well. We're going to paint these walls as well. So, literally, and that is in it. And we are done. Oh, and we also need an IKEA unit to go along here. So obviously this will move. These shelves will probably most likely go. But yeah, that's basically it. But I think that has come out perfect. And I love the lights. And like literally, look, not even kidding you. Comes with remote control. And you can change the lights. Yellow. That looks like green. It's not. Red. Another green. Blue. Purple. I love it. And you can have it in different lights as well. You can have it in different modes and stuff. So yeah, but again, pretty proud of it. But anyway guys, I hope you loved the video, and if you do, please hit that follow button